Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're reacting to the Formula One this morning, this late night, tonight, I don't know what you want to call it. The Formula One Chinese Grand Prix 2026, and we'll review it once it's over. 2 a.m. over here, the race will begin. And Lando Norris, the big news, Lando Norris will start from the pit lane if he's able to start due to electrical problems with his car. Awesome. Every time, right? Every single time Lando has a problem on his car mechanically, or every time there's a mechanical problem on a McLaren, it's on Lando's car. Every single time. So Lando will start behind Alex Albon, Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, Valtteri Bottas. Let's see how good the McLaren car is. Can it make up the spots that Max Verstappen made up in Australia? We're going to find out. Lando qualified, of course, 6th on the grid. He's going to start way further behind than that. Thank God I got the Ferrari shirt on tonight because it's not Lando's fault, but he's going to have a disaster class, most likely. It's not his fault. It's his car's fault. If not, I don't know. Either way, here we are. Lordy. Sad. Sad, so sad. And there's the intro, and we're about to begin. The Chinese Grand Prix. And next week we have the Japanese Grand Prix, which we'll be live for. Well, definitely the earliest start to a stream. That was the latest end. Well, that or the baseball. That or the World Series Game 3. But this is the earliest start of a stream since like the Asian Cup. Nothing will start. Well, I don't know. No, I don't think so. Depends how you want to put it. Either way. This will go to like 4 a.m. and then I'll have to review the freaking Grand Prix. It's going to be fun. Either way, the Chinese Grand Prix. Next week we'll be live at midnight for the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. And then, of course, they'll be off for a whole month because they canceled the Saudi Arabian and Bahrain Grand Prix. So there was only 22 races. I said I wasn't going to do the review. I got pissed off enough not to do it. Or depressed enough not to do it. So, it's up to me. It's my show. I didn't want to do it. C4 soft tire, C3 medium tire, the C2 hard tire. We lost. It hurt. If we lost 5-0, I would have been angry, and frankly, I didn't want to talk about it. And oh, by the way, Canada will not be in the Olympics for baseball because Venezuela beat Japan. Awesome. The one thing I didn't think would happen at all. Great. Start. Pit lane start for Alex Albon and Lando Norris. Sergio Perez in 21st. Lance Stroll in 20th. Valtteri Bottas starting 19th. Starting 18th, Fernando Alonso. Starting 17th, Carlos Sainz. Starting 16th, we have Gabriel Bortoletti. Oh, he's going to be in the pit lane as well. Arvid Lindblad starting 15th. Starting 14th, Liam Lawson. And starting 13th, Esteban Ocon. Starting 12th, Franco Colapinto. Starting 11th, Hülkenberg. Starting 10th, Ollie Behrman. Starting 9th, Isaac Hadjar. Starting 8th, Max Verstappen. Starting 7th, Pierre Gasly. I can't believe Pierre Gasly starting ahead of Max Verstappen. That's crazy. Starting on the pit lane, Lando Norris. And Oscar Piastri starting on the pit lane too. Oh, Lord. Charles Leclerc starting 4th. Lewis Hamilton starting 3rd. And starting 2nd, George Russell. And on pole, the youngest ever Formula One pole sitter, Kimi Antonelli. And there are multiple drivers. That's crazy. So Lando and Oscar start in the pit lane. Simply lovely. Beating the Sharks ain't for everyone, I guess. Y'all are up at 2 in the morning. Jesus Christ. If this is the best F1 stream I've ever done, while being at 2 in the morning, that's going to be funny. Really funny. Either way. Here we are. The Chinese Grand Prix is about to start. The formation lap about to get underway. The youngest Grand Prix pole sitter in Formula One history, Kimi Antonelli. 19 years old, Kimi. How we doing, Graham? How we doing? Kings beat the Clippers tonight. Oh, well, that's great. Oh, look, that's the same thing. Oh, on Kimi's helmet, like new, the stadium that, or the brand that sponsors Miami's new stadium is on his helmet. I knew I remember that from somewhere. Either way. Okay, fair enough. Y'all got a fucked up sleep schedule too, all right. I mean, I'm always normally up right now, so who am I kidding? Either way. Formation lap about to begin. Lando and Piastri pit lane starts. Bortoleto pit lane start. Alex Albon pit lane start. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody? Fair enough. And here we go. The formation lap begins. Well, at least if Piastri's going to have the same disaster class Lando did. It's not good, but it is what it is. And the formation lap begins. Kimi Antonelli sets them off. The Ferraris behind the Mercedes. And they will slowly start off and go around the track. Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Piastri starting on medium tires. Lando starting on the hard tire. Gasly on the medium tire. Verstappen and Hadjar on the soft tire. Behrman on medium tire. Hülkenberg, Colapinto, Ocon on the hard tire. Lawson on the medium. And I couldn't finish reading that at the end of it. Exactly 12 hours ahead of the Eastern time zone. Yep. Oh, it's 2 p.m. over there? Well, that makes sense. I mellowed down since that Timbers loss. I can't believe you lost that game. 15 minutes after stoppage, 15 minutes after 90, and you were up a man. Well, yeah, this is Central Time. You're Mountain Time, so it's even better for you. But, okay, it's not that bad. And I guess in Pacific, it's midnight. So Piastri won in China last year. Verstappen won in 24. Hamilton in 29. Ricciardo in 2018. And Hamilton in 2017. Of course, there was a 3-year break, 2021, 22, 23, a 4-year break due to COVID from being the Chinese Grand Prix. You woke me up. I came home from the NYCFC game around 10:30. It's now 3 a.m. You were waiting for this to start and you woke up to this? Jesus Lord. Okay. Cool. That's cool. Piastri in the pits. It's not like they're messing with his car. The night is still early for me. Rapids lost bad, I guess. Huh. The Shanghai circuit is in the Jiading district of China, steeped over 800 years of history. This circuit's been around for 800 years? What, did they have horse races to start? Or something like that? It's not over the poor performance from yesterday. I think I may get over it by the time we play Columbus next Saturday. At least Columbus looks weak. I won't say it looks weak, but Columbus looks beatable this year. That's good news. Sold out Chinese Grand Prix. We'll be live next weekend at midnight for the Bortoleto's not going to start the Grand Prix. Gabriel Bortoleto is not going to start the Grand Prix. Lando Norris. Well, we'll see what happens. Man, these cars might have a problem. Lando and Piastri have not drove out of the pit lane yet. But at least they're in the car, so that's good news compared to Bortoleto, who is not even in the car. These freaking regulations. And Gasly overhit his pit box. He overdrove his pit box. He's going to get a penalty for that. Whenever the race begins, he overdrove his pit box. He got back into it, but I think overdriving it's a penalty anyway. And Alex Albon looks like he will not be able to start the Grand Prix either. He's in his suit, but he's out of his car. Unlike Bortoletto, who's in a freaking hoodie. And the 5 lights are about to go out. Start procedure. The blue light for the start procedure. And here come the 5 lights in China. 3, 2, 1. And it's lights out, and away we go in China. And can Ferrari make the start they did last weekend? Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari, they pull ahead. 1-2 Ferrari. 1-2 Ferrari. And it looks like Lewis Hamilton is leading the Grand Prix. Through goes Hamilton. 56 laps of racing. And Lewis Hamilton leads the Chinese Grand Prix at one of his better circuits. No, I'm doing Formula 1. Through goes Hamilton, and there is a track hazard. Yellow flag. Japan lost. They suck, I know. And Canada's not in the Olympics, so who cares about Canada baseball right now? They're not even going to the Olympics. So, our defense, here's the short answer. Canada's defense lost them the game. They couldn't field the ball to save their lives, and that's why they lost. The first inning was ugly. Then they brought in an actual farmer who hasn't played baseball in ages, and Felipe Almont, and they still couldn't field. And that's what allowed the 5 runs. Bo Naylor hit an amazing homer, but other than that, there's your answer. They couldn't field for shit. And the U.S. didn't play ball. Hadjar spins! Or wait, no, is that Verstappen? That's Isaac Hadjar who spun out. Isaac Hadjar spins out. Wow. And it looks like Antonelli in second, Hamilton first, Antonelli, Leclerc, Russell, Gasly, Colapinto, Lindblad, Lawson, Alonso, Ocon, Behrman, Sainz, Verstappen in 13th. Bottas, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Perez, Hadjar in 18th. Piastri, Norris, Bortoletto, and Albon. And it looks like Bortoletto and Albon will not start at all. So Piastri and Norris, we will see where they get into in this race, but they will be laps down. Velde nearly saved our asses. Yes, he is. He's a part owner of the Broncos, yes. I love that post they made with the Broncos F1 car livery before the season started. That was beautiful. Lewis Hamilton leads by 0.2 seconds. Kimi Antonelli behind Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc 0.9 behind Antonelli. Russell 1.7 behind Leclerc. Hadjar's in the pit. And none of the 4 pit lane starters are starting the race. Piastri, Norris, Bortoletto, and Albon are all out. They have not started the race. Their cars will not let them start. It is I'm guessing, a power unit problem in all 4 cars. Power unit problem for all 4 cars. Battery, electricity. This is why you shouldn't have a 50-50 battery, but either way. Good thing I chose the Ferrari shirt tonight. Come on, Lewis. Come on, Charles. It's all about Ferrari tonight then. And Antonelli pulling ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Antonelli takes the lead on Lewis Hamilton. Now let's see if Lewis can pull ahead of Antonelli. Oscar Piastri will not start the Grand Prix. He will not be part of the Grand Prix. Lando Norris will not be part of the Grand Prix. Gabriel Bortoletto and Alex Albon, all not part of the Grand Prix. The 2 Ferraris ahead of George Russell. And George Russell pulls ahead of Charles Leclerc. George Russell in 3rd. Hamilton in 2nd. Can Charles Leclerc pull ahead of George Russell? Again. I mean, with the way these cars race, I'm sure. Gasly in 5th. Pierre Gasly is in 5th. Checo Perez and Bottas incident. What? They're teammates! They collided? Verstappen up in 10th. Checo. Come on, man. George Russell has the fastest lap of the race. Leclerc is 0.9 behind Russell. Hamilton has overtake mode against Antonelli. Antonelli's battery is at 68%. Again, these are 50-50 engines. 50-50 power units. It is Mercedes, Ferrari, Alpine, which do have Mercedes power units. How the hell did they start this race? That makes no sense. When 3 Mercedes engine cars could not start the race. 3 customers did. And then Mercedes, of course, the works team. Of course, they're not going to be affected by that. They're the works team. That's not going to happen to them. But 3 customers in the 2 McLarens and 1 Williams of Alex Albon did not start the race. Piastri and Norris both couldn't start. And Russell gets ahead of Lewis Hamilton. I'm normally up by now, so either way. And both Mercedes are ahead of the Ferraris, so even the excitement of the last race is not happening again. Lewis Hamilton led for a lap. That's it. Lewis is ahead of Leclerc. So whatever was happening in Australia that allowed them to overtake multiple times. Started 4th, now 4th. Damn. Either way, 4 laps in. The top 4 have not lost any positions by now. Antonelli back on 1st. Russell in 2nd. Hamilton and Leclerc 3rd and 4th. Sector 2, Russell 29.24 in Sector 2. Sector 2. Can the Ferraris find a way to get ahead? Unfortunately, we identified separate issues on both cars, which prevent them from starting the Chinese Grand Prix, with Oscars being removed from the grid shortly before the formation lap. We will now work to identify each issue from McLaren. I just hope Pato Award's race in Arlington isn't this bad. Well, who knows? Vamos, Pato! Vamos, Pato! Not even 1 lap for Oscar Piastri after 2 races. Aston Martin's doing better. No wonder Zach is in Arlington for IndyCar. Well, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be there in China either if that was about to happen. Lordy, lordy, lordy. All right. This one's not even as entertaining as the Australian Grand Prix. Dude. What an engine that Mercedes has. Hello again, 2014. Snooze. Verstappen down to 10th. Checo Perez and Valtteri Bottas ran into each other at turn 3. No further investigation. Yeah, I've watched 2.5 Men. I'm a Charlie Sheen fan. I love Charlie Sheen. I think he's hilarious. I wouldn't think so if I didn't watch that show. Well, in Major League. How about you go watch Charlie Sheen's show Anger Management? It's on a free channel on like Tubi and Roku. You know, on Roku. I think it's on Tubi as well. But Roku channel. It's on there. Verstappen oversteer in turn 1. That's how he lost his places. And it is 3.9 Leclerc behind the Mercedes. Hamilton 2.9. Russell 1.5 behind Antonelli. So it's going to be Mercedes, Mercedes, Ferrari, Ferrari, most likely. Probably. What do you know? Either way. Yeah, it was better with Charlie Sheen. I think everybody agrees with that. Everybody agrees it was funnier with Charlie Sheen than Ashton Kutcher. Everybody agrees with that. Oh, Hamilton's 1.4 behind Russell. Leclerc 0.6 behind Hamilton. Do 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 do. Max Verstappen. Do 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 do. Hajar off the track. What the actual? So the last time the Red Bull Junior team was competitive with the main team was 2008. And we all know what happened to the global economy that year. Just saying. Well, yeah, we're probably headed for another recession/depression. So yeah, right on the money. Right on the money. V-Carb is competing with Red Bull. Back in 2008, it was Toro Rosso competing with Red Bull. Well, I mean, yeah, fair enough. Either way, what's more on the nose, RB or Toro Rosso? What's more on the nose? What's more on the nose? Scuderia Toro Rosso or Italian for Red Bull or Bull Red? Either way. Oh, the Audi of Hülkenberg got in front. Oh, no. No, he just got in front of Carlos Sainz. Pack it up, boys. Took 2 laps for Merck to run away with it. 8 laps in. Really, I stayed up for this. Yeah, here's the thing. There's a lot of people who partied heavily in their life. See, that's the weird thing, you know, Malha. There are people who treat their body like shit and do things you shouldn't do that people are like, well, that's going to kill you early, and they live long. Then there's people who freaking eat clean and eat salads all the time and drink water and do everything you're supposed to do and die early. So who's really right? Who's really right, you know? 9 laps in. Who's really right? The people who snort cocaine and drink all the time and party to their heart's content and live till they're 80? Or the people who eat salads all the time and drink water and don't do anything and say their body is a temple and they die at 35? Who's the ones who are right? Who's right? Point is, life isn't fair. Point is, life isn't fair. There's your answer. There's your answer. Yeah, Charlie Sheen should be dead by now. Ozzy Osbourne should have died way earlier than he did. But sometimes the world just treats the people who treat their body like shit better than the people who don't. But it don't. So, I don't know. Either way, Lawson is ahead of Lindblad, and they're both ahead of Verstappen. And, well, Hajar is nowhere near. Russell 1.3 behind Antonelli. I just hope Kimi wins the race. True, even healthy people dying nowadays. It's been like that all the time. Yeah, this is dreadful. Guys, we are reviewing. That's okay. I'm just going to lose time, says Lawson. So, I don't know. Lawson gets ahead of Lindblad. You know, and Oscar Piastri's in his hoodie. He ain't going. Well, we knew that. Oscar Piastri has not driven a lap in an actual Grand Prix this season. Of course, he drove in the sprint, but that doesn't, I mean, I guess it counts. I don't know. Stayed up till 2 a.m. just to watch the Mercs 1-2. How lame. I just want to see Kimi win. If we're going to have a Merc win, I want Kimi Antonelli to win. Let's go, Kimi. We don't want George to win. George! Ha-ha! Savior of the Merciless. George! Ha-ha! Savior of the Merciless. Verstappen boxing because his tires are screwed. And the other, one of the V-carbs, Lawson is pitting as well. Sainz is pitting. Who will you be shocked the most when they pass what celebrity? Like, I mean, it's not going to be shocking when Billy Joel passes. You know, I mean, he's getting old, you know, but it's going to hit me hard. Like, Toby Keith, that one hit me hard. That was sad. Randy Travis, that shit's going to hit me hard. When Randy Travis passes, that's going to hit me hard. Stroll is beached. Stroll beached himself. Yellow flag, track hazard. Safety car. It's got to be a safety car. Stroll's out of the race, most likely. You can't pull him out of there. Can't pull himself out of there. Yeah. Either way, yellow flag, track hazard. There's got to be a safety car in, like, I don't know, 10:56. Yep, a full-on safety car. A full-on safety car. So you pits. Ferrari, you better pit this time, assholes. Yeah. Box. George Russell going to pit. Let's see if the Ferraris pit. I would after last week. They won't. Antonelli pitting as well. Kimi Antonelli pitting, and they're going to pit George Russell as well. Double stack. Okay, they are pitting the Ferrari. Hamilton's pitting, and Leclerc is pitting. So we're going double stack, double stack. Double stack, double stack. My point was, Daniel, frankly, it doesn't matter what you do. In life, it's going to be the way it is. Colapinto and Ocon. Antonelli still leads the Grand Prix after his stop. Russell, Hamilton, and Leclerc have dropped. Colapinto and Ocon are in second and third. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that, but you know what? He's still Charlie Sheen to me. I'm not going to judge him for it. Anything you put in your body is bad for you. Even the water we drink is bad. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're probably poisoning the shit anyway. So, hey, Lance Stroll's on a scooter. I don't know. Either way. But yeah, I mean, I saw that interview about Charlie Sheen saying, what's the word? Experimented. I ain't judging him. Charlie Sheen's still cool to me. I don't care. I would be surprised if Charlie Sheen didn't experiment. Who am I kidding? I don't think that was surprising to me at all. I was like, yeah, it makes sense. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. I was like, yeah, that tracks. It's Charlie Sheen. That tracks. Either way. No. And the safety car is still going. Kimi Antonelli in first place. Either way. What was I going to say? Waiting for the safety car to go back in. Antonelli's still leading the race. Russell in fourth. Colapinto and Ocon are in second and third. This is chaos. Franco Colapinto in second place. I never thought I'd see the day. That guy is garbage, and he's in second place. I don't know what to think anymore. Perez and Lawson. Oh, Perez pit. Then how'd he go above Lawson? That's another Checo FU to Liam Lawson. There we go. Checo Perez. Checo Perez to Liam Lawson. I hate you, Kiwi. Let's die. Because Liam Lawson is from New Zealand. He's a Kiwi. Round is healthy. Good to see it. I do well. Either way. Do you consider being skinny healthy? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could be too skinny. If you have some muscle and some meat on your bones, I think. But skinny fat ass, I need to tone my abs a little bit more. I have to say that. But I'd say I'm healthy. Healthier than the Aston Martin car, that's for sure. George Russell, radio. I think the one stop's going to be challenging. Yeah, firm. "12 laps. We're under the safety car still because they're... Turns out a tractor is just as slow as an Aston Martin car. Turns out. Do. How we doing, El Nini? How we doing? Alpine P2, Haas P3, as we all expected. I mean, you know, not the guys that we expected to be P2 and P3. I mean, if there was an Alpine P2, you would have thought, you know what, Pierre Gasly, that makes more sense. If it was a Haas P3, you'd expect Ollie Behrman. But either way. Up late, it's called Formula One in China, where Mercedes is dominating the field anyway, and the safety car is ending. The safety car is coming back in. Just retrofit last year's engine at this point. The flag guy waving the flag for the Aston Martin. V10s? No. You don't know what's best. Keep watching our electrified super clipping Lyco battery management slop. 13. Favorite car brand. It's not my birthday. You're freaking May or April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You're 9 months and some days away. You know when my birthday is? It's in January. Freaking March is really belated. Risklander being Risklander, eh? Going safety car ending. It's going to come in this lap, and Kimi Antonelli leads off the field in the restart. 13 and 56. Just drive. Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, free-for-all for everyone else. Aston for now, and Cadillac. Odds on tires ripping. Tractor lifting a tractor there. And here we go. We're under green flag once again. Boogity, boogity, boogie. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go under green flag. Here we go. Either way. If you're NASCAR, you got the reference. If you're not, whatever. Antonelli leads off the green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're back, baby. Woohoo! Kimi Antonelli leads off the green flag. Colapinto, Ocon, Russell, Hamilton, Lindblad, Leclerc, top 7. Hülkenberg, Behrman, Gasly, top 10. Oh, that was in cars too? I knew it from real NASCAR, not cars. Either way. Yeah, Wall Trip, yeah. I guess. My favorite old show from back in the day. Damn. Drake and Josh. SpongeBob's still going, so is it old? All That. Figure It Out. Guts. More. Squidbillies. For more adult shows. Boondocks. I liked the Cleveland show. I actually liked the Cleveland show. King of the Hill. Home Movies. You know that animated show that looks ugly as hell? And the Ferrari getting past the Haas, will they? No, they won't. Come on, Lewis. Get past a Haas, brother. Come on. I don't know anything about F1. Well, watch this and you'll learn. Lewis Hamilton's in third place. He gets past Esteban Ocon. Chasing Colapinto for second. Then he'll chase Kimi Antonelli off the safety car. 15 laps of 56. There's 22 drivers for 11 teams. Races go about 50. Well, the Monaco race goes about 70 laps because, you know, Monaco is just a short track. But most laps, most Grand Prix go from 52 to 58 laps. I don't think there's one that goes into the 60s. Then you got Monaco at like 72 or whatever, 72, 76. It's either or. I forget. Nobody gives a shit. Sanford and Son was good. I like the Andy Griffith show. I like Andy Griffith. That's good. Gunsmoke. And Hamilton gets past Colapinto. Hamilton gets past Colapinto and Russell's down to 6th. George. Aha. Savior of the merciless. That was a George Russell. That was for George Russell. And I guess this one's for Cody Rhodes. You're both the same. Sailor Moon. Yeah. Hamilton's 0.8 seconds behind Antonelli. And I think Leclerc is going to get past the Alpine and the Haas as well. He got past Ocon. Russell ain't even getting forward. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, George. Screw you. We don't like it, George. We don't want you to be world champion as much as we don't want Cody Rhodes to be world champion. We want the Ferraris to pack you up like Randy Orton packed up Cody Rhodes. Come on, baby. Come on. Well, I want the McLaren. I want Lando Norris to pack your ass up too, but that ain't happening because he ain't even on track right now. Charles Leclerc in P3. Let's go, baby. Charles. Woohoo! Forza Ferrari. Yes, Checo Perez is back. He's driving the Cadillac, and he is P16. He's in 16th place. The Cadillac is horrible. He's only in front of a... Oh, George Russell got past Ocon. Oh, shit. Well, it took long enough. Been a while. Antonelli is 8.49 ahead of Hamilton. Come on, Lewis. Come on, Lewis. Pack him up. Kimmy's okay for a Mercedes driver. I like Kimi. But Rip Cola Podium 2026, 2026. Yeah, the Cola Podium's dead. What'd you think was going to happen? Franco Colapinto on a podium in this economy? Well, it's a shitty economy, but still. In this economy, you're out of your mind. Russell's in 4th place. He's behind Leclerc. 4.5 seconds behind Leclerc. Probably not enough to stay ahead all the time. But come on, Lewis and Charles. Kimi Antonelli with the fastest lap of the race. 7:13.713 behind. Or in front of Lewis Hamilton. Now he's 0.855. Hamilton. So every race has gone 5 retirements. Lewis, Hamilton. Man, if Lewis won today, man. Lewis Hamilton had a Broncos race car. What? They already do. It's called Formula E. Ran by the FIA as well. So it's a lot of Formula One washouts driving electric cars. But, I mean, if you know Formula One, which you don't, the names are recognizable. Of course, you have De Vries, Pascal Wehrlein. You have a lot of F1 washouts driving in Formula E, or at least have, if not do. So, I mean, there are recognizable names. Stoffel Van Dorn. If you're a McLaren fan, you remember Stoffel Van Dorn for doing nothing and being Fernando Alonso's teammate and getting replaced by Lando Norris. Stoffel Van Dorn, not you for yourself, but Stoffel Van Dorn drives in Formula E. Yellow flag, track hazard. What happened? George Russell with the fastest lap of the race. Oh, shit. Damn it! No! George. So that's Formula E. Formula E, yeah. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty good, too. I like Formula E. Some Formula One fans might want my head on a platter for that, but I like Formula E. I like all motorsport. Formula E, you could argue, has better racing than Formula One, at least up until recently. But then again, people are complaining about this as well. Hamilton's radio, I need more power, mate. We're on it. Now, the funny part about Formula One is it's 50% electric, 50% internal combustion engine now, which makes no sense, and it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. Because you have super clipping, you have LICO, lift and coast, you have them holding their power to recharge their battery on the straights. They're downshifting on straights. Now, if you want the most authentic racing, I think I enjoy how Formula One looks in race trim with these regulations. You do realize that's how regular engines work, is internal combustion. That's how they work. We've been driving those cars for hundreds of years. It's not dangerous. Unless you will crash into something that makes it explode. Ask Roman Grosjean. Russell's 1 second behind Leclerc. 19th lap. Gasly for stop an incident, moving under braking. Turn 6. Unless you just like electric better. But me personally, unless I was doing a celebrity lap in a Formula E car, I would never drive an electric car. It just is what it is. I mean, there are cooler electric cars than Teslas. I will say that much now. But even if it was an electric Ferrari, I wouldn't drive an electric Ferrari or an electric McLaren. I wouldn't. What's the point? Like, you just got freaking absolutely... If you drive an electric Ferrari or an electric McLaren, like road car, you just got hosed. You just got scammed. Because that's not what Ferrari and McLaren are about. They're about high-level sports cars that are based off their GT racing cars. Same with Aston Martin. Same with Mercedes. You got... Now, if you're buying a Polestar or a Tesla, you're not getting scammed. You're asking for what you're asking for. But if you're buying a Ferrari or a Jaguar, If you're buying a Jaguar, which went full electric, you're getting scammed. They're not Jag anymore. They're just Jaguar. They're not Jag. You know, he's got a Jag. Like, that's not them anymore. But it's okay, because he's got a Jag. He's got a Jag. Russell, behind Leclerc, trying to fight him for P3. 20th lap. But, like, if you're buying a Ferrari or McLaren or Mercedes or Lamborghini that's electric, you're getting scammed. That's just for status. That's really just for status. Because it's because you care about the electric cars and that's what you want to be, but you want a big name. So you get an electric Ferrari. What? Then I know you have too much money to piss away. Then I know you have too much money to piss away. Because why would you? Why would you? Antonelli in first, Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell, Colapinto, Behrman, Ocon, Verstappen, Gasly, and Hülkenberg. Top 10. 0 to 60 in 1.8 seconds. To be fair, all luxuries for status. But at least if you're driving a regular Ferrari or a regular McLaren, it's like, yeah, I got a sports car. I got a high-level sports car that could go 0 to 90 in freaking 2.8. Colapinto's 14.5 behind on the timing tower. So, yeah, I agree. Luxury is for status. But if you're going to buy a McLaren or Ferrari, don't buy the neutered one. If you're just buying it for the badge. Like, just buy an electric car. Just buy a Polestar or a Tesla. Or whatever you want to buy. Or a Jaguar. Yeah, go ahead. Go buy a Jag when you're not cool. When it's not cool anymore. Like, buying some luxury with the badge just because you wanted some electric, but you wanted luxury is just, I feel like you're getting scammed. Lindblad and Behrman's incident has not been no further investigation. But the good news for you is, seems to me you love electric cars. The good news for you is the fact there's a 50-50 power unit, and Ferrari makes their own power unit, and Mercedes makes their own power unit, and Ford makes their own power unit, and Audi makes their own power unit, and Cadillac, GM's going to make their own power unit. Now they have a Ferrari, but they will have a GM power unit. Honda makes a power unit. McLaren does not make their own power unit. They have a Mercedes power unit. Renault did not make a power unit this year. So I guess they don't want to do hybrid or electric, I guess. Or I don't know. Either way. So that means one of these days, it seems like Ferrari, Mercedes, Ford, Cadillac, GM, Audi, and who else? Honda all want electric hybrid cars. And they want to use F1 and Formula E to test those types of engines. Pay sticker price. Verstappen ran Gasly off the road. Pay sticker price. No, you don't. No, you don't. You negotiate. Do not pay the sticker price, especially if it's new. Negotiate. Haggle. You haggle. You do not pay the sticker price. There's one thing I know, especially if it's new. If it's used, I wouldn't pay the sticker price either. I'd still haggle, but at least if it seems like it's in your price range or it's a good rental of a used car, then go ahead. But, I'd still haggle on a used car, but I'd be less inclined to haggle if I like the price of a used car than the sticker price of a new car. Just being clear. Now, of course, Ferrari don't give a fuck about that. Lamborghini don't give a fuck about that, but I know they don't, but new is bad investment. Well, that's if you're investing, to invest. If you're just buying the damn thing to have a car, you just want to buy the car and you want to buy a new car, you're not really investing in it, then I guess it's not. But if you want to sell it off at some point or not have that much depreciation on it, or I don't know. You're not wrong. But I don't think anybody really looks at cars as investments, like a house or real estate. Like, you can't, because the fact cars depreciate once they're off the lot instantly. Like, at some point when you sell the car, you get money back for it, but you're never going to get back what you paid into it. It's a bad investment, but even a used car is a bad investment in that idea. Because when you buy it, it's still going to depreciate from when you buy it. So when you sell it for the second time, you're still going to get less than what you paid for and paid into it with the insurance and the card tab and the car note and all that. So cars are not investments like that. This is not good financial advice, but I think it makes sense. I'm not Dave Ramsey. I'm not Gary V. I'm better than Jim Cramer, but this is not good. It's not great financial advice, but it's something. Cars, in my opinion, are not an investment. Whether you buy them new or used, you'll never make back the money you put into it, whether it's new or used. Whenever you go to sell it the first time or a second time, you're never going to get back what you put into it. You never are. So when you want to buy something for equity, for an investment, that's called real estate. That's called equity in a house. That's called real estate capital. Buying different pieces of real estate and selling them or renting them out, or if you can. Real estate is a true investment because unlike cars, it's the opposite. Real estate always appreciates. Most of the time. Real estate never depreciates or doesn't depreciate much. And it looks like Leclerc's going to get ahead of Hamilton. Leclerc's ahead of Hamilton. And Russell's behind Lewis. And Lewis defends Russell. And Kimi is ahead by 3.4 seconds. But 30K loan with 2.8 APR on 80K salary is not good. And Lewis is ahead of Leclerc. Leclerc stays ahead of Lewis. Oh, did they touch? I think they did. Leclerc still stays ahead of Lewis. 25 laps. Of course, next time Lewis clips, George is going to overtake him. Or not. Good. Stay ahead. Good. But, I agree with that. But, again, you can't look at a car as an investment. That's not either way. 4.1 behind Antonelli is Leclerc. Hamilton is 0.4 behind Leclerc. And Russell is 0.4 behind Hamilton. 25 laps. So we're about 30 laps to go. So overall, if you want to invest in something you own to get equity out of it, that's a house. That's real estate. That's being a landlord. Now, how ethical you want to be, that's a touchy subject because, some people say there's no ethical landlords, which I feel like that's bullshit because there can be ethical landlords, or at least lessees. Or either way. I feel like if you're going to have capital when it comes to real estate and lend out houses of the real estate properties you own and maintain, you can be, if you have the right reasons, be a good landlord, be an ethical landlord. I think you can. Now, are many of them ethical? Probably not. I'm not disagreeing, but 26 laps. Either way. But I don't think anybody's ever truly looked at a car as an investment. Like, you gotta be dumb. Like, even a classic car, like if you own a silver Thunderbird, that's still not an investment. Like, it's cool. People might buy it just because it's a silver Thunderbird. Yeah, people might buy it from you if you don't want your collection anymore and, you know, you want to buy a silver Thunderbird or a Grand National, but it's more because that's just wanted to be seen. And Charles Leclerc behind Lewis Hamilton as we speak. Can Charles Leclerc defend against George Russell? Hamilton ahead of Leclerc. Antonelli still in front. Antonelli's going to win his first Grand Prix. Well, as it stands. George Russell getting wide. And the Ferraris defend. And Leclerc ahead of Hamilton as well. Leclerc overtakes Hamilton. .7 behind Antonelli. So, I mean, it's exactly, I mean, it's just what you look at it as. I mean, and Leclerc still ahead of Hamilton. And the Ferraris were still ahead of the Mercedes of Russell. But we live in a buy and selling market. Buy low, sell low is where it's at. No, you don't. Well, with cars, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Unless, again, you have something like a silver Thunderbird or something. And Hamilton's behind Russell. Can Hamilton get back ahead of George? George, savior of the merciless. But again, I mean, it's just, it is what it is, frankly. I don't. Yeah, buy low, sell high when you have, like, real estate. That's possible. Buy low, sell low when it's cars, unless some jackass wants, you have a classic car collection, they want your Grand National because you don't want your collection anymore. And it looks like the V-carb of Arvid Lindblad has spun out, but it is a green flag. That will not be a safety car. Russell, 5/10 ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Arvid spun out. Oof. Understeer, definitely. But Leclerc ahead of George Russell. Still? Yes, he is. Come on, Leclerc. Hold him off. Hold him off, Charles. Hold him off. 29 laps of 56. Now, you got to hold him off for another 30-some laps, which is probably going to be hard to do. But I'm no financial expert. I don't think any of us are. Russell's on 0 battery. Pull ahead, Charles. Pull ahead, Charles. That's how you pull ahead. Leclerc, 7.3 behind Antonelli. Russell, man, they're just fast in all the right places. Shut up, you complaining. Complainer. Complainer. I don't know what that was. Either way. Ferrari trying to keep these things interesting to watch. Going to the 30th lap. Max Verstappen is in 6th. Okay, I was like, okay. And it looks like Leclerc is going to be overtaken by Russell. George Russell is back in 2nd. Shit. That's what we done catch Kimmy. Come on, Kimmy, hold on. 7.59 seconds gap to Kimi Antonelli for George Russell. Come on, Leclerc. You got to get him back. Titanium dioxide isn't banned in China, by the way. We're still running with this. Does nothing P2. Kimi setting purple sectors like it's nothing. Need a late safety car. Russell P2 now. The race is over unless there's a safety car. Tuesday, CONCACAF. We'll see what games we do, but I'll check. Depending on the scores. And we'll see where it is. But CONCACAF on Tuesday. I'm off for the rest of today. And I may do Italy versus Venezuela. Don't hold your breath. I'll think about it. Italy versus Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic, I might do it. Don't hold your breath. But then again, if I do that, that means either way, I'm going to keep an eye on the final. But, you know, it's not like Canada or Japan made it, you know. I mean, Italy's cool, but doing it on its own. $31 laps of 56. You should do NFL jerseys ranked worst to best like your MLS jerseys. I mean, I haven't done it, so I mean, it's not like it's out of the realm. It's 32 of 56. Maybe. We'll see one day. So we've had 5 drivers not start/DNF in this race. 32 of 56. Leclerc and Hamilton battling for 3rd and 4th. And Russell is 8.1 behind Antonelli. Leclerc battling Russell, Hamilton behind Leclerc. We might get another Mercedes 1-2 and Leclerc on the podium. Now the question is which way is it? It's probably Antonelli and Russell, but either way. Plan C could come into play. Plan C could come into play. Plan C, Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. Okay, we get it. We get it. What plans do you have? What plans do you have? Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. Oh my God, we get it. Oh my God, we get it. Leclerc is 1.3 ahead of Hamilton, or either way. George Russell, 135.977 fastest lap. Bleh. Leclerc 1.6 behind Russell. Yeah, it's going to be 1-2 Mercedes. I just hope it's Kimi. Come on, Kimi. Kimi. And a Haas spins out Esteban Ocon. Oh, there might be a new alternate hat for the Blue Jays red jersey. Okay. Hamilton only losing because the Broncos are cursed. Oh no, Ferrari's cursed. It's not your problem. It's because of Ferrari. It's because Ferrari's cursed, not Lewis or not the Broncos. It's Ferrari. Don't worry, it's Ferrari that's cursed. Y'all may have lost the AFC Championship. I don't think it's because Hamilton, or I don't think it's because the Broncos are cursed. It's because Ferrari's cursed. And he crashed, the Haas crashed into the Alpine of Franco Colapinto. Okay. That was dumb. Esteban Ocon still hates Alpine. He still has his war on Alpine going. Ocon Colapinto incident, turn 2 collision. Yeah, Ocon crashed into Colapinto. And Kimi Antonelli ahead by 7.6 seconds. Yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, of course it was, Esteban. You still ate Alpine. Fernando Alonso is out of the race. Fernando Alonso's out of the Grand Prix. So both the Astons are out. Broncos the only team to not sign a free agent. Oh yeah, the Ravens got Trey Hendrickson. Damn, that sucks. .35 minute, or 35th lap. 35th lap of 56. Look. 35th lap of 56. There are 21 laps to go. Leclerc 3.0 behind Russell. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Mercedes, Antonelli, Russell, Leclerc podium. Now, let's see how quick Russell is getting up to Kimi Antonelli. Can Russell find his way up to Antonelli with these last laps? And Hamilton, is he going to get on the podium? Maybe. Hamilton is ahead of Leclerc. Hamilton is ahead of Leclerc. They're both fighting for the podium. If Hamilton gets it, he will have his first Ferrari podium. But of course, we got laps to go. We got a long time to go with these regulations. But Leclerc and Hamilton fighting for the podium. All right. I'll remember that. Hamilton and Leclerc fighting for third place in this Grand Prix. Do you think WWE is going to bring back Ted DiBiase and Unite Legacy? He's probably going to jail. So, no. Isn't he in freaking trial right now for defrauding the Mississippi Welfare Fund? I think he's on trial for that right now. His ass is grass. And he deserves it. Don't fuck with the state of Mississippi. He did the state of Mississippi wrong. He stole from the welfare fund. And people definitely need that money in Mississippi. And he stole from it. Fuck him. I hope he goes to jail. Fuck it. I hope Ted DiBiase Jr. goes to jail for defrauding the Mississippi State Welfare Fund. I hope he goes under the jail. Don't fuck with my home state. Sup. Esteban Ocon with a 10-second time penalty. Ocon, 10-second time penalty. Oh, there's the memes for you. 10-second time penalty. Esteban Ocon. Hey. Mississippi State should hire Deion Sanders. If Jeff Levy has a horrible season this year, I agree. I wanted Deion when Leach died anyway. Deion will do better at state than Colorado. I'll tell you that right now. My power is gone. Ocon penalty. Say the line, Bart. Ten-second penalty to Ocon. 38 laps of 56. Deion won't leave Colorado, though. State could pay him more. 10-second Ocon penalty is back. %, Ferrari drivers going to crash into each other at some point this season. I'll take Rosberg 2.0. Kimi Antonelli, Rosberg 2.0. Time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. I'll follow you down to the sound of my voice will haunt you. Lewis Hamilton in third place. Speaking of Mercedes. Speaking of Rosberg and Mercedes, Hamilton in third place. 38 laps of 56. Look up Mercedes. You'll get the reference. Look up Mercedes edits. You'll get the reference. There's enough Silver Springs edits with Rosberg and Hamilton. It's nuts. That's why I like the song. Because of the Mercedes edits. It's actually an interesting story, 2016 Formula One World Championship. It's actually an interesting story, It actually is. I'm guessing Rosberg 2.0 is Kimi Antonelli. Hey, spin him out. Well, does that mean George has to win twice, though? Ah, shit. If you won the jackpot, would you buy the Broncos? No. No, I would not. No, I wouldn't. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Leclerc gonna chew up his tires. Amen. My tires, they're gone. Amen. Besides, what? I thought you'd rather have Lewis Hamilton as an owner. If Williams somehow scores a point. Come on, Carlos. Come on, Carlos Sainz. Smooth. Somehow Carlos Sainz is in the points. This is weird. Red Bull can't pass a Haas, just like we expected at the start of the season. Verstappen in 6th, can't pass Ollie Behrman. Oh, no. No! No, somebody's going to pit from Ferrari. No. No. No, they ain't. My God. Give me. And Leclerc's going to get past Hamilton. Yes, he does. Leclerc past Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get past again at the turn. Nope. I knew you'd say that. Kimi Antonelli with the fastest lap. 40th lap out of 56. The only reason I do. Hamilton back against in front of Leclerc. As I said, it was put in front of my face. It is a good song. One for the Mercedes edits, I would have no idea about Silver Springs either. Let's be real. This is more fun. Watching Hamilton and Leclerc fight each other is the fun part of this race. Russell still 6.7 behind Antonelli. Good. I want Kimi to win the Grand Prix. No V10 anymore because of emissions, but choppers flying all over for 2 hours. 41 laps. 12.2 seconds gap at 15 laps to the end. Yeah, there's not going to be a second place for Ferrari, but Hamilton might be on the podium for the first time in a Ferrari suit. On 3rd place, but it's something, right? It's something, right? $6.4. This one's kind of getting boring, I won't lie. Like, if it wasn't for Leclerc and Hamilton, this would be horrible at this point. Stress is sky high. 41 laps in the Grand Prix. This is actually quite a fun battle, says Leclerc. Yeah, it is pretty fun. Oh, yeah, Audi has their own power unit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Kimi Antonelli, another fastest lap. Kimi Antonelli's just, wow. Oliver Behrman, El Mago de Motor, Berman Oliver. Yeah, they probably could hand Oliver Behrman a podium. That'd be hilarious, too, if they just crashed into each other and hand Oliver Behrman a podium. That'd be hilarious. Oliver Behrman, El Mago de Motor, Berman Oliver. $42 laps of 56. So that's 14 laps to go. Why wouldn't you? Are they just going to show Hamilton versus Leclerc for the whole race? I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? That's the most fun part of it. George Russell's way far off of Kimi. I don't think he's going to catch Kimi with the way Kimi's driving, which that's cool. Alonso's out of the race. He's retired from the race. Oh, Lars Newbar showed up in Miami for the Japan game. Cool. Ah, mate, this traffic is so bad, says Kimi Antonelli. .43rd lap. Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Behrman, Verstappen, Gasly, Lawson, Hadjar, and Sainz in the points. I know, I can't believe it either. Piastri and Norris could not start the race. Bortoleto, Albon could not start the Grand Prix. Stroll beached himself, and Alonso retired because Aston Martin has a GP2 engine. Alonso didn't beach himself like Stroll did. The Mercedes are dominating this Grand Prix, and that means Lindblad is dropping down the list. Lindblad pits, and he's going to finish 14th, probably. Does Lindblad beat? No, he does not beat Bottas to the line. Valtteri Bottas in 14th. Arvid Lindblad. The last, Checo Perez behind him. The last of the active runners. Checo Perez might get ahead of Lindblad. Ocon behind Hülkenberg. That 10-second penalty would still keep him in 13th place. Bottas can't get rid of this 1.7 gap if he just takes it at the end of the race. Russell 7.2 behind Antonelli. Well, Chivas beat Santos 3-0, but that's not surprising. 44 laps. So it's Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly battle in 5 laps. As in, Gasly's going to get to Verstappen in 5 laps? Dude, if he gets overtaken by Pierre Gasly, oh my God. Oh my God. That's not good news. That's ugly, really. Well, there you go. 45 laps of 56. We're getting to the final 10 laps of the Grand Prix. 46 laps, 10 laps to go. And we're just waiting for this thing to finish. Max, let's retire the car. Oh my God. Max Verstappen has to retire from the Grand Prix. Oh my God. So Max Verstappen DNF. Jesus, man. Max Verstappen DNF. He's out. He's got to drive into the pits, and he's out of the race. Sainz ahead of Verstappen into 9th. Colapinto into 10th ahead of Verstappen. Hülkenberg will be ahead of him soon, but slowly taking the pit exit. Trying to drive it to the pit lane. Max Verstappen retired from the Grand Prix. He's out. What the problem is I'm not sure. Verstappen out of the Grand Prix. In the pits, and he's out of the Grand Prix. Bottas and Perez ahead of Verstappen. Lindblad got ahead of Bottas. George Russell in second place, 8.6 behind Kimi Antonelli. Kimi Antonelli about to win his first Grand Prix in his career. 25 top 3 all out of the race. Max thinking about that Mercedes wet car right about now. Red Bull transmission failed, probably. Oh, the Ford Experience. Verstappen out. Wow. 47 laps to go, and Verstappen's out of the Grand Prix. That is 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. 7 starters out of the Grand Prix who don't finish or don't even start. 7 drivers who don't even start / out of the Grand Prix. 5 drivers who will not make the points while being on track the whole time. And then, of course, the top 10. Colapinto, Sainz. Antonelli leading, of course. Russell 2nd. Hamilton 3rd. Leclerc 4th. Behrman 5th. Gasly 6th. Liam Lawson 7th. Hadjar 8th. Carlos Sainz 9th. And Franco Colapinto in 10th. Hamilton leading Leclerc. Hamilton about to get his first Ferrari podium as well. Damn, man. 48th minute. Generally think Max is going to retire after the season. Yeah, he gone. He ain't going to be long for Formula 1 after all this. He gone. Buddy gone. Buddy gone. He gone. 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 He gone. '48th minute. He gone. Verstappen is out of the Grand Prix. Yeah, he's going to retire from Formula 1. He gone. He gone. He gone after this year. He gone. He hates this car. Like, even when it's going well, he hates this car. If you hear his radios and onboards, he gone. Max Verstappen DNF, man. FIA needs to rethink these regs. Look how many cars are hitting the DNF. Yep. Park it on the hairpin for the culture. Park it on the hairpin for the culture. 3 WDCs retired, Lamau. Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, and Lando Norris. 3 World Driver Champions retired from the race. Why can't the factory Mercedes power units have issues? I wish they would. Of course, highest finish, second for Kimi Antonelli. He's about to win his first Grand Prix. Of course, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is about to have his first podium finish for Ferrari in a full Grand Prix. Of course, he won the Chinese Sprint last year, and he finished on the podium in this year's Chinese Sprint. But he has not had a podium with Ferrari in the main Grand Prix. And I don't think they ever actually go to the podium for the sprint. They just stand in front of a banner. So is it really a podium? Either way. Antonelli leading by 9.4. And Antonelli is clutching up here. He is showing up. What a race for Kimi Antonelli. From pole to a race win, he is 6 laps away. Kimi Antonelli, 6 laps away from a Grand Prix victory, his first. The 19-year-old youngest pole sitter in Formula One history will convert his first pole, unless disaster strikes, to a race victory. He will convert. People were worried about it being him with his experience in Formula One, but he is showing up and showing out. Showing up and showing out. And you love to see it for him. 1 lap, 1 lap. Colapinto 1 lap down. Hülkenberg 1 lap down. Lindblad 1 lap down. Valtteri Bottas 1 lap down. Sergio Perez 1 lap down. Esteban Ocon 1 lap down. Carlos Sainz 93 seconds down. Oof. From the leader, of course. My rears are gone. His rear tires are gone, says George Russell. George, he ain't going to win the race then. Do, 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 do. 51 laps of 56. We got Kimi Antonelli up in first. Russell in second. Hamilton in third. Leclerc in fourth. Behrman in fifth. Gasly in sixth. Liam Lawson in seventh. Isaac Hadjar in eighth. Carlos Sainz in ninth. Franco Colapinto in 10th. Hülkenberg, Lindblad, Bottas, Perez, and Ocon, the ones who are not in the points and have not DNF'd yet. Verstappen, Alonso, and Stroll DNFs. Piastri, Norris, Bortoleto, and Albon did not start. I say Kimi's the driver of the day. What a performance from Kimi Antonelli. Ford's doing Ford things. Found on road dead. Ford doing Ford things. Found on road dead. Mercedes casually dropping 30 seconds on the next car without even pushing to full. Yep. Can Hamilton get his first podium for Ferrari? What a prime, man, what a race from Kimi Antonelli. Amazing Grand Prix from Kimi Antonelli. Kimi! Woo! Ollie for driver of the day. Lewis or Kimmy for driver of the day. I don't know who to choose. $52 of 56 laps. 40. Great job, Pirelli. 40 lap old hard setting the fastest sector 2. Yeah, I don't understand it at all. Didn't Ocon serve his penalty? He did. And he's 15th. They should send Toto to the podium today. I agree with that. How long have we seen 7 mechanical retirements? It's been a while. 53 of 56, 3 laps to go. $53 of 56. Antonelli leads by 9.4 seconds. What a drive. And what a drive from Lewis Hamilton, who's about to get his first podium with Ferrari. If he could just keep going for 3 more laps. Leclerc behind by 3.6. Still a chance he could battle for it. But .6 seconds. Russell's getting close. 3 laps to go. Well, I don't know about getting close, but he's getting closer. Antonelli radio. Okay, Kimmy, 3 laps remaining. Just get this thing home. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you, Captain Obvious. That's crazy. Antonelli locked up into turn 14, lost 2.414 seconds of time. San Diego drew Dallas. Well, I guess they're going to lose on the road to Toluca. Then it's 54th lap. Fernando Alonso health scare forces Chinese Grand Prix retirement. What does that? 2 laps to go. What do they mean by that? Forced to retire due to discomfort from vibrations. Well, don't say health scare. But discomfort in his hands caused by vibrations from the battery. Yep. That's not a health scare. Acting like he had a damn stroke. 55 laps, 1 lap to go after this. The final lap of the Grand Prix. 55 of 56 laps onto the final lap. Kimi Antonelli almost soon to win his first ever Formula One Grand Prix. If he can just hold on for this lap and not just bin it. I mean, he could still put it into the wall, but... '55th lap. And here comes the final lap. We will begin the final lap. Final lap. Kimi Antonelli, 7 seconds ahead of his teammate, George Russell. Lewis Hamilton, 18.8 behind Russell. Leclerc, 3.8 behind Hamilton. We could have some firsts today. Kimi Antonelli, the first Grand Prix win from the youngest Formula One pole sitter ever. His first converted pole and first win. And Lewis Hamilton about to make his first full Ferrari podium. Of course, he won the Chinese sprint last year, and he finished third in the sprint in China this year, just a day ago. But he's about to make his first Formula One podium with Ferrari. Of course, he's had all those podiums with McLaren and Mercedes, but Ferrari podium, which is a good moment, which is a wonderful moment. Depends if you really want to count sprints or not. Nobody counts sprints. Either way, Kimi Antonelli coming home to win the Chinese Grand Prix. He is very, very close, and here he comes to the final turn. Kimi Antonelli coming home, a Formula One winner, a new winner in Formula One, the Italian on the top step, but not for Ferrari, for Mercedes. It is Kimi Antonelli winning the Chinese Grand Prix, and George Russell coming home in second. Lewis Hamilton, will he be on the podium? Lewis Hamilton coming home. Is he on the podium for Ferrari, the Italian team? He is! Lewis Hamilton on the podium and Leclerc in fourth. Behrman, Gasly, Lawson, Hadjar, Sainz, and Colapinto finishing the points. See if there's any positions lost. Behrman, Gasly, Lawson, Hadjar still racing. Sainz and Colapinto are 9th and 10th. Hülkenberg, Lindblad, Bottas, Ocon, and Perez out of the points. And the race is over. Kimi Antonelli wins his first Formula One Grand Prix. And Behrman finishes 5th. Gasly finishes 6th. Lawson and Hadjar 7th and 8th. Kimi Antonelli wins the Chinese Grand Prix. There you go. With that being said, if you like this stream, well, first of all, Kimi Antonelli in first place. Once again, Kimi Antonelli in first place. George Russell in second. Lewis Hamilton in third. Charles Leclerc in fourth. Oliver Behrman in fifth. Pierre Gasly in sixth. Liam Lawson in seventh. Isaac Hadjar in eighth. Carlos Sainz in ninth. Franco Colapinto in 10th. Those are your point getters. Hülkenberg, Lindblad, Bottas, Ocon, and Perez, the 5 drivers who finished the race out of the points. DNF for Max Verstappen, DNF for Fernando Alonso, DNF for Lance Stroll. Did not start for Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Gabriel Bortoletu, and Alex Albon. And that is what the Grand Prix looks like. With that being said, happy for Kimi Antonelli. We have a title fight. It's just a Mercedes title fight. With that being said, first podium with Ferrari for Lewis Hamilton. First podium since Las Vegas in 2024 for Lewis Hamilton. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Hit that hype button to get us up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send suggestions on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this Grand Prix. And I will see you after that on Tuesday. Most likely. There's a slight possibility I go live for Venezuela, Italy in the World Baseball Classic. But I probably won't. Either way, we'll see. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.